Hello everyone, I'm Never Welcome to my channel. Today we have another Heroscape wave, and this one is called the whatever. I don't know what it's called. They don't call the waves or anything. This stack is about to fall over, so I'm going to take it down and we're going to get started opening these things up and you can see what they look like. And then I'm not going to give you any kind of strategies. Figure that out yourself. First of all, we have the Deflectatron. Yeah, this is a promo that you get for free, I guess, if you order during this particular period, which is probably too late now and you're going to get a different one if you order. So, alright, this guy is weird. This is the first really weird Heroscape figure I've ever seen. They're all perfectly normal except for this one. This one's got three everythings. He's just like perfectly radially symmetrical. And I don't know, he's freaky. He's like a Cylon. He looks like a Cylon. If you play Battlestar Galactica, this is a Cylon. There's three of them, and he's repelling. He's got a greater area to hit. It's easier to hit this guy. He's just always poking out everywhere. He's trying to hide behind a tree. Nope, there's my arm. I can't pull it in because I'm pointing out every different way. This is the Embers of War wave. I guess I could have known that. And this is the Heroes of Arboreus. Arboreus. A bird. I don't see a bird. Look at this guy. He's tentacly and squishy. He's squishy. I like him. He's got a lot of little plant tentacle vines. Plant tentacle vine man. It's great. This guy, Freya, I don't know. The antler forest person. Look at this guy, the little spiky bitey, little whatever thing. Yeah, the staff is gonna bite you. It will open your cans really well. If you need to open a can of peaches, you need this figure. That's one of their special abilities. And this one, Gollum, is gonna protect the One Ring with his also smaller bramble vines. This seems to be the vine pack. This is the cool bird. This is an actually really cool figure. It's got 4 wings and a cool tail. Like, the detail on these figures is just stellar. I love this. It's so well done. The painting is just great. I know that there's independent painters that would do a much better job, but I'm not complaining about this. Woo! Look at this. It's so good. It's so precise. This, I'm going to get paper cuts just trying to place this figure on the board. Oh, and then this one's a big one. You, whatever your name is, Eldritch Bob, you've got the bigger can opener, and this is very awkward. I hope this is like not metal, and then these are like ribbons, because otherwise you're gonna have a real hard time. You tower over everyone. You're a floaty guy. You got satyr legs, and yeah, you're just gonna whack people over the head. You've got little viney vines too, and a little face, little cute face. Oh, that's so cute. You're adorable. All of these guys are the cutest characters so far. The Deflectatron did not have a chance at that contest, actually. Next, we've got a bunch of dragons, little ones. This is the Great Bow Archers and Scions of Icaria. Don't know the lore. We've got little dragon who's, he's like eating a butterfly or something. I don't know what he's doing. He's just eating a butterfly. I don't know. Anyways, cute little dragon. He seems to be highly distracted, and I think he's going to take a significant hit on his attacks because he's not paying attention. That's a bit of an issue. I guess little dragon is another little dragon. He's got little backwards facing wings. Again, really scary because he's black, and any kind of dark creature is just inherently more scary. I mean, you walk up on a dragon that's pitch black, you're gonna die. If you walk up on a dragon that's like pastel pink, you're probably gonna blast bubbles at you. So they're probably acidic bubbles, so still I would be concerned. But these are just immediately more terrifying. Like look at this guy. So this guy distracted beyond, he's got ADHD up the wazoo. And this guy, he might snuggle. I don't know. But initial first impressions, concern. And what is this? Ice dragon or something? So he's holding a skull. So maybe it's a bone dragon. A little bit more scary, I guess. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about these albino ones too, because, they've usually got a backstory that goes way back, and I don't know about this one. He's holding the skull, maybe of one of his friends. So there's some explaining to do for this guy. I don't know who the bird guy is, but if we pull a bird figure, next we have gigantic figures, honestly. Like, we know the scale of Heroscape. This ain't the scale of a human. This is a truly massive figure. This is huge. Oh. This is the Great Bow Archers. I thought they were referring to the bow. They're referring to the people. goodness. The bow arrows are as large as the dragons. Look at that guy. This is from the 80s. He's got a mohawk. He's just this bow is not symmetrical. This one is. Cool dragons, terrifyingly large people shooting the bows. Next we have, I don't know, Batman villains, a bunch of sea creatures. So it's the Crimson Widow and Dreadnoughts of Caraway Cavern. I'm going to assume that's the Widow. All right, the Widow first is, a widow. She's got little hook hand things like from, what is it, Jace from the Avatar: The Last Airbender. That guy, yeah, same weapons. Don't know if they're effective because, what are you going to do? You're going to hook their weapons out of their hands, so it's a good disarming weapon. I don't know how you damage them otherwise. I guess they're blades, so you got to hit them with the middle, so you got to get kind of close and you can't stab. So the non-stabbing bit is a problem. Now, compared to the... Sometimes they're hard to get out of the plastic. Ow. This guy, he's got quite a bit of a hammer on him. This is a very big hammer, and I feel like you should be hitting things with the blunt side, but he's going to hit things with the sharp side. So he doesn't know safety at all. He's got a mask, so nobody knows who he is. Teenage Mutant Ninja alligators. And he's quite small. We just saw the Great Bow Archers. They are huge, and the Widow, basically smaller than the Widow. More mass. He's going to be way heavier, but still. Dude is like tiny. Oh. This guy has a big mace or something, and it's got on a nice golden kind of thing that connects to his back. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's an electrical club. It's a blunt weapon that requires electricity. So that's connected to here, or it might just have USB. It could be HDMI or something. Maybe he plays movies. This is a projector. This is one of those Pico projectors that just projects the movie on the wall. And so he's just going around. Maybe it's a disco thing. He goes to clubs, projects a lot of cool disco lights, distracts everybody. That's his only ability. The metal arm, metal shoes, those probably aren't used in combat at all. I think he's just a good DJ. His friend here, the Batman villain, what is this? Some kind of snail ocean creature. I like his little tentacly eyes. They're very cute. He's got a nice little blade on a chain and everything. He's got some, mints in the back. He's got on his belt. He's got some mints, Tic Tacs, and maybe some lip balm or something like that. He just likes to make sure he's moist because he's a water creature, so you don't want chapped everything. So he's got to be careful. Protect your skin. He's got to stay youthful. You don't want him to be looking like he's 712 when he's only 602. Next are a bunch of weird fish people, not judging them. These are the Krakenlings and the Gullery Vanguards. I don't know how to say any of that. Point of clarification, I do look forward to these Heroscape releases a lot, but sometimes a little bit more than normal. So I do like ocean creatures a lot, and this one I see has like the favorite. This. It's got a so cool, like a nautilus kind of a shell here, and it's got all the tentacles with the little metal barbed tips. These are technically gloves for a tentacle. And then he's got these sharp blades on his shell, which is so cool. Everything here is so great. I don't know how to describe it. Like, his front tentacles are too short to be useful, honestly, but this is amazing. This is a great figure. And he's just gonna get shot on the tentacle all the time. I love this thing. It's gonna be great. Now all these other guys are the same team. This is Bendy McBendy staff. Look, everybody, you guys have bought games with figures, and those figures have staves. The staves are never straight. You gotta hair dry these things straight. Maybe this stuff is supposed to be bent. They're all gonna be bent. Unless you put metal in these things, which is not going to happen. I really like these like flying fish kind of fin sails. They're very sharp out, and they just look cool. This guy's face is a little bit different. Do they all have different faces? They all have different faces. Oh, that's good representation of these creatures. Oh, he's got a seashell chest. Do they all have seashell chests? Nope. Like the seashell chest. Always liked me a seashell. I remember that as good. This one is much more straight. That's good. But no shoes. None of them particularly have shoes. That's fine. And he's got a little jetpack. They've got all little I think they're breathing packs. I think they need that. They need to circulate water. Yeah, they've got a little thing on their neck to keep them waterinated. So that's good. That's Jarek, and this is Auric. And then we've got Miranda. Miranda, very sharp, pointy shell hat. I don't know how practical that is. And she's just pointing, go this way. She likes directing people. She's one of those, she's not the leader, but she knows what's going on, so everybody just listens to her. The leader has better things to do. This is the leader. The leader's just drinking. I'm assuming he's drinking. Because he could be just blowing on the conch to summon the units, but I think he's drunk. And he's just knocking one down during the battle, and he's not going to get a whole lot done. He's got other seashells on his chest, and these are cool units. I like them. I like the team dynamic here. They all have their own unique personality, and they're not just generic grunts. Are they commons? They're commons. They're generic grunts. So unfortunately, you're going to be knocking these down a lot. Those are all the figures. And now we're going to look at some of the terrain expansions. We've got this first one, the Roads of Valhalla. You see, I order this stuff and I kind of forget what's in it. Oh, this is a bunch of cool cobblestone road tiles. All right, so these are nice cobblestone road tiles. They've got a bit of a paint wash on them to make the detail pop out. And it looks a little bit, maybe it does look a little bit different than the previous ones. But you know, I just get that nice medieval road texture going. So that's kind of your road. But we've also got these long pieces. So see here, we've got a long piece, and that'll make your bridge, so you can form some bridges. Ooh, and then we've got these bridge walls. So you slot it in so it's secure, and it makes a nice straight edge on the outside, and then in the inside it's, you know, compact. And I could make it very narrow, so I could have a very narrow bridge, or I could use both of these and then produce a longer bridge. So that's very cool. And you do get two sets, so you could either have, you know, one very long bridge or two separate bridges. So it's all modular, all up to you. You can make the world that you want to make, and you can make more bridges if you buy more of these sets. The next one is this, the Ruins at Laur's Edge. Now I think we've already had the Jungle of Laur or something like that, the Wellspring of Laur. So this is just expanding the lore. And this thing has a bunch more of these castle pieces, which we have from the base set. We've got another door, which we also have from the base set. Feeties. Basically, it's more of the stuff in the base set. So if you want to expand your castle and whatnot, this is the set to do it. You got more walls. So this is good. I've already looked at these pieces before. Nothing different in this that I'm seeing. So it is just gets you more potential to make a castle. Because you really want to, get your castle going. So that is the Ruins of Laur's Edge. Now that was the figures, and that was the promo, and that was the terrain expansions. And we've got one last thing, this dice expansion set. Now, when I was shopping online and, you know, putting things in my cart, I just basically always add all the things and just question things later. However, when I saw this, I was thinking, last set I got the Utgar's dice, I think. And like, what is this giving me? This is giving me another dice set, which... do I really need that? Not really. Like, I didn't even really need the Utgard dice set. And this thing's also just giving me a tray to roll it in. Like, I can just roll it on the table. This set, I decided I did not need. And like, for the first time of a Heroscape release, I was like, I think I'm just not going to buy this. Because like, it's a waste. I don't need it. So ultimately, I pulled it out of my cart and I submitted the order. So this thing, I did not order. I didn't buy it. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I didn't get the dice tray set because it's just like extra stuff you didn't. Wait. Oh, okay. So I guess I did buy it and I just misremembered that I hadn't. Wow. So anyways, you do need this, and you got the Utgard dice, and this is the Valhalla dice. So I do like to get all the different colors of dice, even if the dice are functionally identical in every possible way. Let's open this. All right, we got it out. So, I got your dice. Look at the beautiful orange dice of Valhalla. We've got our 20-sided dice, which is low contrast, so good luck seeing it. Let's see if it works. Wow, the dice all stayed inside the tray. So that's what this is for. Is that cool? This is cool, actually, honestly. Look at that golden effect. That's pretty sweet. You never see it when you're playing, but it exists. And like a lot of things that I buy, I just need to know it exists. I don't need to see it. It goes into my storage, and then I don't ever look at it again. Now, this thing can flatten for either, I guess, easier storage. So that's nice. I kind of didn't like that look though, but you know, storage is important. So especially when you buy a lot of this stuff. So yeah, this thing just nicely flattens, and then you can just boop, boop, put it away. And, or you could just mount it on your wall or something and have a nice little logo staring at you all the time. Thank you guys for watching this video. This has been Heroscape, the Embers of War? Yeah, Embers of War expansion wave, and there's much more to come. I've already ordered the next series, and then we just had the Renegades Con, whatever it was, which announced a whole bunch of new stuff, including G.I. Joe figures. Do I know anything about G.I. Joe? No! Am I excited for G.I. Joe? Not really. Not my thing, not my thing. But there is the argument that it is just military figures, and military figures has always been part of Heroscape's lore ethos, so you can maybe retcon that into justifying buying it even if you're not into the thing. So maybe. Although I did not buy the Marvel, when they did Marvel Heroscape, didn't buy that, because that's out of scope, totally out of scope. If I can justify bringing it into scope, I'll get it. If I cannot, then I'm not buying it. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to think about this one. But I'm definitely looking forward to all the normal releases that they've announced. So I will be ordering those. So that's exciting. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like Heroscape, obviously go check it out and buy it and stuff like that. Love that it's back. Don't love the prices, but the hand-painted stuff is expensive, and this is, I love all the pre-painted things. Please keep making pre-painted figures, because I am not buying the unpainted ones. That'll be the end of the road for me if this ever stops. So really love being able to have pre-painted figures, because that is just not something I have the time, patience, or ability to do. And I like having colored units on the field. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!